We bought up here in 1994. It was a 10-acre property with a small 5-acre vineyard. It had been planted in 1971, one of the original Heathcote vineyards. I wanted to make wine for myself rather than working for other people, which I had been doing. And this presented itself as an opportunity, so we mortgaged a house in Melbourne and bought up here. We purchased another 10 acres next door, so that expanded us up to about 15 acres, and then we bought another block a short distance away, another 20 acres. So all the vines now are at least 20 years old. The old vines are still here, 50-plus-year-old vines now, which make our flagship wine called Red Edge 71 Block. We're a little bit unique because of the soil type. It's a deep red volcanic soil called Cambrian soil, so it's really ancient, full of iron minerals, hence the red colour, and that sort of lends itself to making those big, robust, fruit-driven red wines, such as Shiraz, Cabernet, When I first got here, there might have been a dozen wineries that were fully active. Now there are, 50 in the larger area, and the traditional vineyards here have all been dry grown, which we are, so no irrigation, and that was because there was no supplementary water around. But I'm very happy that we're dry grown and doing it the very traditional way. We certainly have an active wine growers association that we do collaborative things together. There are some very well-known wineries in Heathcote which really carry the name, but they're mainly small family businesses trying to make the best quality wine they can. None of the really big players in here, so quality is tried to be kept at a premium. We'd like to think that it's a destination to come and enjoy really enjoyable wines. It's very relaxed, friendly atmosphere. I get a lot of visitation from locals to cellar door who all support the wineries and local businesses generally. It's a great community. 1999, I built the house. To be connected to the grid, it was going to cost us what we thought then was a fairly substantial amount of money, $25,000. It didn't have to come very far, maybe half a kilometre only. I wasn't going to be making wine up here at that stage. I was making my wine elsewhere. So I simply wanted a house with the basic things, lighting, TV. I had a gas-powered fridge at that stage. Very, very basic sort of stuff, It was a very small system, but it was adequate for the first 10 years, really. We replaced the battery bank after 15 years, so we got a new set of batteries, and at that time we were just about to start making wine here. So I needed to have a bit more power to be able to run a crusher destemmer, a press, pumps, and then a few years after that we had to get a fair bit bigger because we expanded what we were making. We have 3 dedicated air conditioners cooling different areas. The barrel room for one, we have a cool room and a cellar door. We also have a steamer for cleaning barrels, very important to clean them thoroughly between jobs. We also have a chiller unit so we can cool down ferments when they get too hot. Ferments, especially on hot days, can really rise in temperature. And we now have an electric forklift, which we charge here. And a couple of years ago, I bought an electric vehicle. It's a van that we use for wine deliveries, transporting various things around, and it's great. I love it. It's a no-brainer. It's so easy. Once you get set up, that initial cost, we obviously don't have any power bills ever. We don't have power outages when there are storms. We are self-reliant. You can do everything you need to do with adequate power. So long as the sun is shining, we're all good. It's a very relaxed lifestyle, being my own boss. I can really pick and choose what I do to a certain extent. There's a hell of a lot of work to do up here, which I endeavour to do with help. It's sort of at our pace and we're not under pressure from others to complete tasks. Yeah, life is good up here. It's a great lifestyle.